They were snowmobiling, they had dropped down into a bowl and couldn't get back out on their machines. So they were really prepared. They had all the equipment that necessary. They had avalanche bags, a spot activator for communication. They had boots and shovels. So they were really prepared. They ended up having to build a snow cave and a fire. Our search and rescue team got out to them around 9:30 this morning. They were in good condition. They didn't need any medical care, but because of the terrain and the steepness of the terrain and all of the snow, it took our search and rescue quite a while to get back out to them or get them back out to the trailhead. So they're doing good. The two men don't want to speak to the media. They've asked for privacy. I'm waiting for our search and rescue team to send some pictures, but once I get those, I'll definitely send those out.
Cool.
Yeah. Does anyone have questions about this?
Can you repeat what time were they headed out there?
So the men left about 8 o'clock yesterday morning, and they had planned on being back home by nightfall last night. And they, like I said, they had dropped down into this bowl and couldn't get out. Our search and rescue team got paged out around 3:30 this morning and made contact with them around 9 o'clock this morning. So it took them quite a while to get up there.
And was there cell phone service, or did they have like a radio with them so they could page for help?
So it's a really good question. They had a spot device, which is an emergency communication device. And that device, so they activated their spot device, which links to a emergency contact that's pre-identified. So that emergency contact was able to make contact with the sheriff's office and, let our search and rescue team know, hey, we have these people out there that need some assistance. They're stuck.
Hey, Felicia, do you know if they're Summit County residents by any chance?
No, they were not Summit County residents. They were just here recreating for the day. They had just planned on it being a day trip.
Live in Utah?
Yes, they do live in Utah.
How do you think this would have transpired differently if they hadn't been so prepared with knowing how to build a fire, bringing that device, bringing avalanche gear?
I think it could have went a lot differently. The forest is a big place, and especially with a major storm like we've just had, that snow is going to eliminate a lot of tracks, things of that nature. So them being prepared really helped us help them.
Hey, Felicia, is it fair to say that they were aware of the storm that was coming in and that's partly why they were so prepared?
I didn't ask them that specifically. I did talk to one of the gentlemen involved, and he said that they try to always be prepared. He said they were aware of the storm, but they had not planned on this being this long of a trip. They were going to go in the morning and plan to be back to their residence, before nightfall.
Where are they now? Sorry, I might have missed you saying that.
No, you're good. They're home now. They were able to make it home safely, and they were just exhausted. They didn't need any type of medical care or anything, which is a really good outcome. No hypothermia.
Do you have any tips for anybody heading out deep snow areas like the UNOs?
Yeah, I think that being prepared, having extra food and water, having that spot device, that spot communication device is really important. Having avalanche gear, especially this time of year, is really important. Another thing that they did good is they let someone know where they were going. So they had family that knew exactly what area they were going to be in, which, let's say they didn't have that spot communication device, would have at least helped us narrow it down instead of it just being the whole forest.
Do you have any insight into this snow cave, sort of how big it was, what it looked like, how they had constructed it, any of that sort of stuff?
So I asked them if they had taken any pictures, and they were like, no, we weren't even thinking about taking pictures. He did say that, they built a rudimentary shelter, made a snow cave, made a fire. In terms of the size of it, I don't know.
Do you know their background when it comes to winter recreation? Because it seems like they're pretty trained and, they're prepared.
So he did say that they were experienced in the backcountry. That's why they were prepared. They've spent time out in the backcountry, so they knew some of the things to take with them.
Felicia, how many search and rescue members responded to this?
Let me see if I can get an exact number. I know that they sent 7 sleds up, so at least 7. Just check this here.
Pretty good response for 3 in the morning.
Excellent response for 3 in the morning. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, it looks like 7 people went up there.
And
Which-
what time did they officially make it back down off the mountain?
So they were officially down. Let me just pull that up really quick. Looks like they got down right around noon.
Do you have any insight into the conditions? I know you said that they dropped down into a bowl. About how far was that?
So he didn't tell me how far it was. He just said it was quite a ways down and it was steep. So that's why they were unable to get back up out of the bowl that they were in, and they were running low on fuel on their sleds.
I don't have any more questions.
Okay. Let me see. Let me make sure I just kind of got everything here. Yeah, our search and rescue team is incredible. They're really amazing, absolutely top notch. And I think one thing that I would like to add is that being prepared saves people's lives. And let someone know where you're going. Have food and water. Have a spot communication device or something like that. It doesn't have to be spot in particular. They make lots of them. And be prepared for any eventuality and know the weather, obviously. Does anyone else have any other questions?
Will you be sending out a press release kind of with
Well-
the gist of everything, or is this primarily it?
This will primarily be it. We might put something out on Facebook or Instagram, so keep an eye out for that if that goes out.
Do you mind repeating then exactly where they were, the Evanston side exactly again?
So they were by Bear River Station. They were at the Dry Fork Trailhead. So that's where our search and rescue had staged. So they were in that area, which in this time of year, the best way to get there is actually through Evanston. You kind of go up through Evanston and then enter in through the back route there, which is really popular for snowmobiling this time of year.
And how would you say, how far away were they from the trailhead? Like how far were they ventured off?
In terms of miles, I don't have that information. I could get it and get back to you. Probably a pretty significant distance, though. It took them several hours to get there and several hours to get back.
Perfect.
Right. Thank you guys so much for joining. I hope you have a great rest of your day and drive safe in the snow.
Thanks, Felicia.
Thanks,
Bye.
Felicia.
Thank you.